Rhonda Dracoulis here, RK3 Designs. It's Tuesday night and we are live. Welcome. So, it is my first night back since we got back from Hawaii at 2 o'clock this morning. So, you guys are going to have to literally bear with me because my internal clock is all wacky. But tonight, we're going to have a great time. We're going to be doing a pink onyx marble. And what inspired me is we went to a restaurant and the bathroom had this gorgeous pink onyx. And I just loved it. And it's not a typical pink where everything in the room was pink. It just really blended in well. And it didn't jump out, the pink didn't jump out and grab you. So I loved it. I hope I can recreate it tonight. And I hope you enjoy it. Alrighty, so for those of you that don't know, we just got back from a 7-day trip to Kauai, Hawaii to do a job over there, and we had a absolute blast. So we did several lives that are on our Facebook page, and then we did a big live on Stone Coat Countertop's YouTube page, where I think we were live for like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours, Kenny's saying. And you'll be able to see that whole process if you go check that out. But the full tutorial will be coming probably into May, and we'll be able to bring all of that to you both on the Stone Coat Countertop channel and my YouTube channel here. So can't wait. All right, so without further ado, say hello everyone and give love to the best moderators in the world. Erica Bear, Thornton, I keep forgetting that, and Clara Lawrence, and the birthday girl. It is Vamp's birthday, so everybody give her some love. And for her birthday, I want everyone to give her this present. I want you to go to her YouTube channel, and she's going to put that link in the comments, and I want every one of you, please go subscribe to her channel. She's almost at 1,000, which means once she hits that 1,000 and she starts getting some views, more views, she can go and be monetized on her channel. And that is a huge, huge accomplishment for those of us that do YouTube videos. So if y'all could do that for me, to her, for her birthday, I would absolutely love it. Also, jump over there to Clara Lawrence's YouTube channel. She does the amazing ink art that you see. We've done several in our classes, and go and check out her stuff as well. It is absolutely amazing, and everybody knows Erica with Artist Till Death. Go check her out too. She's just beyond amazing. So I'm so blessed to have those three girls as my moderators and my friends. And the most important thing is, let's everyone say hello to the man of the hour who has been in bed all day, Kenny Dracoulis.
What's up, guys? Yes, I was in bed all day trying to catch up on some sleep.
All day. I'm not even kidding you when I say all day.
I wasn't all day.
All day. So anyway, all right, so let's get started. What I've done so far is I've prepped my board with the Stone Coat Countertop white undercoating, and then I came back. Babe, if you will turn, oops, I don't have it. I don't know what to do with it. I went over the top just a little bit. The white is still peeking through. I went over the top with a pink color. Now this particular color is from Dixie Belle. It's just an acrylic paint. I literally just kind of haphazardly painted the pink so that you still have the white, and all that is your undertone. You could do that literally with any paint that you want to. You could do a spray paint, you could do a latex paint, whatever. Just make sure whatever you do, you allow to dry really, really well. And all that's gonna do is just give us layers. And that's what this finish today is going to be all about is layers, layers, and layers. Easy, easy, easy layers. All right, so here's what we're going to start off with. First of all, Carnation Pink, and it's by Just Resin. However, there's another pink that's a little bit lighter that I actually like a little bit more, but I was out. Erica, if you will put the link to that pink, I forget what it's called. I forget. She told me earlier, and I forget what it is. But she'll put the link on there. And I do have that on my website. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Carnation Pink, and I'm going to show you how pink it is. It's really a darker, Kenny, when you want to come up here, baby, and show. It's really a darker pink, okay? It's a little darker than really what I wanted. So I'm going to come in here with a little bit of white. Where's my white? There we are. I'm going to come in with a little bit of white, and I'm going to lighten that up just a hair to go from that really dark pink to a softer pink. And you may want that darker pink. There, I lightened it up just a little bit. Okay, that's exactly what I want. All right, so we're going to start off with that, and that is opaque, very opaque color. All right, and then, now don't pay attention to my, okay, because I told y'all it's going to be one of those nights, but I wrote my colors on the wrong cups. So what I did is I take my opaque pink, and then I put a little bit into clear, and I make a translucent pink. You know how we always talk about whole milk and skim milk? Well, I'm doing the same thing here. I'm making very opaque strawberry milk, and I'm making very translucent strawberry milk. So I have to tell y'all a funny story. Kendra, my daughter, when she was little, she loved chocolate milk, loved it. But she loved strawberry milk, also the quick, the Nestle's that you squeeze. She loved it. But her favorite, and Kenny's, don't let him lie, they would mix the chocolate and the strawberry together, and Kendra would say, Mom, I want pink chocolate milk and chocolate milk mixed all together. So that was her drink. So, all right, a little fun fact there. Alrighty, and then we're coming in with mica powder, and this is just the mica powders that I sell on our website, and it's literally just called pink. It's almost like an interference. It's kind of a pearly color, and then that pink kind of jumps out. Now, when I did this earlier, I did a really fast sample board. I really didn't like that color at first. When I first put it down, I thought, no, I'm not going to use that. But then once I started layering it, and that kind of peeked through, I thought, you know what? I really do like that in there. So you guys let me know tonight after we're done if you like that mica powder being in there or not. All right, then we're going to come in with Color Passion, one of my very favorite colors now, Beach Sand Luster. It's not a white, it's kind of an off-white, but I wouldn't call it a true cream. So it's kind of in between that, and it's really pretty. I know the camera's not going to even do it justice. I didn't go full send and make this super opaque. Okay, it's a little bit translucent, which is really what I want. Then we went full send whole milk, white opaque dye, very, very opaque. And then we did the skim milk version, very, very light color. In fact, I'm going to put it a little bit more a little bit more opaque. There we go. So I know y'all probably can't see that, but can you tell? Like this is the dark and this is the light. Those two? Okay. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to start off with a little bit, I guess I'm going to go on with my Color Passion Beach Sand. We're going to lay that down. And everything's random. So random. So random. That is coming out on a shirt, I promise you. And then I'm going to come in with our pink mica powder. And I'm going to put the pink mica powder just in certain areas. I'm not going to put it everywhere. So it's not going to be quite so random. Because I just want it to kind of show itself ever so often. Okay. Alrighty. And let me see, I'm going to add some clear now. Remember, we're talking layers here. So I'm going to lay some of that clear down, and that's going to help us start building the layers. Now, a little bit of our opaque pink, not a whole lot. I'm going to save some in my cup. Come down with my white opaque. And some of my translucent. All right, now my translucent, I'm going to go ahead and put just about all of it. All right, now in the translucent, I'm going to save a little bit. I did put diamond dust. Love it, love it, love it. And I'm going to come now with our white translucent and lay it down.
Does it matter the way you're laying these colors out?
Kind of. If you noticed, I did put the opaque colors down and I'm putting the translucent over the top. And then I'm going to put the opaque back on top. So that part does matter, but really the one thing that really makes the most difference, and I know it's crazy, but what makes the most difference is the amount of clear that you have. I have more of the clear. Hold on. I have more of the clear than I do any other color. Now we're going to take.
The board is pink with a little bit of white.
Yes.
With the background.
Yes. So I painted it white, and then I came over the top with the pink. In this case, it was an acrylic. All right, so I'm just melding that with the Bondo spreader. And you don't want to over meld, guys. When you take that Bondo spreader, don't go back and forth in one area. Just kind of spread that out. Get your substrate all covered, all the board covered, no, what do you would call it, surface tension. Because if you over meld at this point, you're going to end up just having one
How many
color.
Square foot are you using?
I'm doing, actually, that was a great question. I'm doing 4 ounces per square foot because I want a little bit extra to be able to play. Now, if you're doing this on a on-site pour, meaning you cannot move and manipulate your board, which is what you're going to see me do here in just a minute, I would do 4 ounces per square foot, and then I would probably have mix up maybe a couple of 3 more ounces just to have in the cup of the clear, because clear really does help you get things moving. And if you're doing this on an on-site pour where you can't move, it's super important, uber important, that you do a clear skim coat first. That way, and actually I could have done it here as well, that way your epoxy is going to move and spread out. All right, popping all these bubbles. I'm gonna come back and tap. So I've had a cold since before we left to go to Hawaii, and I still have that head cold. And y'all, let me tell you something. I thought I was going to die coming back on the airplane because my ears still have not popped. So I feel like I'm literally talking in a barrel. So I apologize if I'm screaming, but
Sounds okay.
I can't even tell how loud I'm talking. Okay, so obviously get your edges. I can't reach my front edges, but if you're doing this on a countertop, you want to really make sure you do that. Okay, now This is our first layer. Okay, we're gonna go from here. Now, you don't want this to set up too much. A lot of times we'll tell you, okay, now let your epoxy sit for 20 or 30 minutes, and then we're gonna do this. I really want you to do this pretty quickly because I want the colors to really start to move. All right, I'm gonna come back with my white opaque, and then we're just gonna start laying veins down. Some are gonna be really thick veins, some are gonna be really thin veins. And this again is very random. And this is the white Alumilite dye. Now, I'll be honest with you, I really love the Just Resin titanium white. It's actually my favorite, but I didn't have an unopened bottle, and I just grabbed the Alumilite dye. The Alumilite dye actually will definitely work. You'll be able to see that, but I love, love, love the titanium white. Okay, now I'm coming in with the translucent white, and I'm doing the same thing. I'm just running these veins over and over, and I'm just building depth. Come over with this translucent pink. All I'm doing is the same colors. I'm just layering them now over and over. Now remember, this translucent has diamond dust in it, which is so pretty. All right, and then we'll come over. Now, I'm not gonna do a lot of this bright opaque pink. I'm just gonna do a few of them. And I'm actually doing them a little bit thinner. All right, very lightly. Torch, very, very lightly. I don't want to heat it up too much because it gets my resin way too fluid. All right, now comes the clear. All right, we're doing the same thing with the clear. We're just laying down veins with that clear. This is really actually a super easy finish, and it's actually fast. Especially if you had somebody helping you, can just run these veins for you. All right, so now we have everything layered. Now comes the fun part. This is what I want you to pay attention to. All right, I'm gonna tilt it and watch these veins, how they start to shift. That's where you get the 3D look. I'm gonna come this way. Now when you tilt your epoxy, you don't want to tilt it too fast. You don't want it moving too fast because you'll get these funny looking fingers looking things. All right. Oh my gosh, I love that. So by doing that, especially if you guys use the titanium white, the titanium white's a little bit heavier than this Alumilite white is, and it really will give you that shifty look. But look at this, guys. This is my favorite part. See how the vein, as it shifts, it almost leaves a shadow behind it. So that's what makes those veins look 3D. And because I only put the diamond dust in one of the colors, that diamond dust is not taking over. And you guys be the decision maker here. What do you think about that powder? That pink mica powder. It is more of a, Kenny said it earlier, kind of a peachy pink. And I love it, love it, love it in this finish. I didn't like it, like I said, I didn't like it at first, but I really think I like it a lot now. But this is so pretty. Now, you could do the same thing, exactly what we did. And if you don't want quite as much of that pink, just don't paint your background pink. Do everything that we just did, just do it on a white background. That way, you're not going to have quite so much pink. You'll just have a tiny bit of pink, and it will look beautiful. And I tell you what else would look really pretty is if instead of white, if you painted this kind of a creamy color. That would also look amazing. It would knock down that pink a little bit and give more of a, I don't know what you would call it, but it wouldn't be quite so vivid. Now, let's just do, this could be a finish all on its own, but we are going to play some more. Let's do this. Let's take some isopropyl alcohol, plain, there's nothing in it, and we're going to spritz it. I'm gonna let Kenny put this light on the camera real quick before I do that. So what do y'all think? Y'all like that? Now, when I saw it in the bathroom, it was actually, the cabinets were a matte black. I know that sounds odd, but it worked, y'all. It was really pretty, that matte black. It was probably a gunmetal, excuse me, a gunmetal black, so it wasn't super hard, but it was that matte. And then they had crystal clear pulls. Excuse me. It was stunning. You about ready?
I'm trying to hurry.
Sorry, guys. I cannot kick this cold that I have. All right. Here we go. So I'm going to come in here with just the clear. Now.
You should tell them about the humidity in that.
Oh, let me tell you something. In Hawaii, let me let them see this a little bit. Now, I love, because this is a mica powder, and the rest of the colors are all either a dye or a paste, you're going to get a different reaction with your mica powders, and I love that. I love the fact that the alcohol kind of reacts with that mica powder and gives almost a 3D look. And I love how the alcohol hits these veins and gives it a really pretty 3D, kind of an organic look on these veins. Even the dots where I came, what, you're gonna hit the thing. Even where I came across right here and I kind of had drops of the dye and it wasn't just a real straight line, that looks very, very organic and very natural. So what do y'all think about that? Y'all like that?
Oh, they're really right there. Look at that.
Isn't that pretty? I don't know what you're showing. Are you showing the pink?
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that pretty?
The
now,
brownish color.
What you could do is to kind of do some variations of this. If you didn't want that real pink color, for one, go lighten your opaque pink, add a little bit more white, or eliminate that really dark opaque pink altogether. You could definitely do that. That would definitely soften this whole pattern, but I really do like how that dark pink just kind of plays with it. Let's go ahead, since we're here, let's go ahead and play some more.
You didn't tell them.
Tell them what?
About the alcohol and the humid.
Oh, that, yes. Okay, so
just so they know.
Let's talk about humidity. It was at least, I think, 9,000% humidity when we were in Hawaii.
I don't think it was that bad.
Maybe
90.
It had a 9 in it, I know. It was extreme humidity because we were over there during the rainy season, and it was crazy. All of our concrete work that we did to cover our tile took twice as long to dry than what we anticipated. But our epoxy actually cured faster. Anything that had water in it, our concrete, our paints, all of that actually cured slower. But our epoxy portion cured a lot faster. So when we were I was doing veins in the dirty pour, we had poured it all out. And usually, normally, I will wait on a dirty pour. I'll wait 45 minutes or so. before I spritz in a dirty pour because there's so much product. Spritzing it later in the pour will hold that design. When I spritzed that alcohol, it literally just bounced across the surface. It did not affect it at all, maybe a tiny bit. But I was really surprised how that humidity reacted, how my alcohol reacted in that humidity. It really didn't give me any sort of effect. So we learned a lot over there as far as working in super, super high humidity. But it was fun. Okay, let's layer some more. What do y'all think about that? I'm going to come back and I'm going to, you know what? Let's play. I still have quite a bit here. Let me see what all I have in my cups left over. All right, so Kenny's going to do one more flyover of this, let you see it. I'm going to start scraping paint, and we're going to go full on melded marble. So that's what we do in the lives. We create and then we recreate. All righty. Isn't that pretty? I just love how all of this just straight up looks 3D. I don't know if the camera can capture that or not.
Yeah. You
Does
can
it?
kind of see it.
Oh, cool. All right. All righty. That'll work. Okay, let's play some more. I still have some product in my cup. So I'm going to come over here and I'm just going to kind of lay this down in kind of a blob, if that is a technical term. We're going to blob it down. That was the white opaque. This is the Color Passion Beach Luster. And this is my favorite thing to do, guys. When I have extra left in the cup, sometimes my favorite finishes happen like that. I just start dumping them out and seeing what happens. All right, so that was the, let's see, let's go a little bit. I'm not going to put all of this pink because this is a little heavy. But this is our opaque pink, the carnation pink. There's that. And we had a little bit of the, what is this one? This one's actually the skim milk. White. All right, got all those colors in. And then I'm just going to come back over with some clear. And I'm going to randomly pour out that clear. All right. There we go. Now we're going to have a lot of product on here. So remember, when you have a lot of product on the surface, you're going to get a lot of movement. All right. So now I'm going to just come and meld again. Now this time I am going to meld just a little bit more so that I can get some really pretty marbly color. Can you roll my sleeve up, please? There we go. Thank you. Now this is so pretty as well. Because we have that epoxy underneath that's already kind of started to set up because it's been on the surface, it's not letting what I just put on move quite as much. And it's really still giving me that 3D look. Oh, yes. Wow. Wow. Love, 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 love this. Now this really looks 3D as well. All right, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I straight up did not like that.
I like it better
no, I
now.
love it. I did not like that pink mica powder at first, but holy wow. It is absolutely gorgeous. And I'm gonna go one more step. Imagine that. Now this could definitely be also a finish on its own. But I want to do one more thing once Kenny does that flyover. Look at the depth here. Oh, and look at how the diamond dust is just ever so lightly poking itself through that. This is gorgeous. This is super classy. I could so see this in a powder room, in a fancy schmancy powder room.
Back in the 70s?
No, I've seen it's coming back, y'all.
Is it?
Yes, it is. And like I said, if you didn't want it this vivid pink, don't paint your background pink. Leave it white.
Pretty and pink, huh?
It is. All right, so now I'm going to come in here with some white spray paint. And I'm going to fog it. And then I'm very lightly going to meld that. I'm just literally just letting the weight of the Bondo spreader, watch out, I'm gonna spritz. And now I'm gonna spritz it. I'm gonna spritz it. Wowee, love, 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 love. Look at this, aha. And because I melded it with the Bondo spreader, it pushed some of that paint down and I'm getting layers of that fracturing.
Yeah, you could see it right there.
Now don't put a lot of spray paint, guys. It sounds and it looks like I'm putting a lot, but I'm barely squeezing the trigger. I like that. And I like the fact that it's not all over. I'm gonna put some over here. I want this to shine through, so I'm gonna come put that spray paint right here. And then I'm gonna do the same thing again. Now you could use a brush to do this as well instead of a Bondo spreader. And you would get a little bit different look. Now this is super important that you wait until your epoxy is kind of started to set up before you do this technique. You would not want to do this technique right when you pour it out, because you want that to start, you want that epoxy underneath it to kind of be clumpy. All right, hit it again.
How about some likes for that, guys?
I love that. All right, so this is with, wow, that's really pretty. I love this. Yeah. Yes. All right, I've got a little bit of, nope, I don't. Let's see what I have. I have a little bit of, not really, I don't have any of that either. I have clear left. So I'm gonna go one last time. I'm going to run some clear veins over the top. Being that it's clear, it's just gonna kind of sink and it's gonna look like natural cracks in the surface and just kind of open all that up there. All right, beautiful. Look at that. And all those are gonna sink. Those clear veins that I put are gonna sink. And I'm telling you, if we would have put diamond dust, you know what? I'm fixing to do it. I didn't know I had my diamond dust here. Look, let me show them. So I have a little bit of diamond dust here, and I'm going to put it in the little bit of clear that I have left and show you guys what it looks like. All right, ready? Can you see it? And I'm even going to come just leave some deposits of clear with diamond dust. See that? That'll spread out and it'll just look like little pockets of minerals. Yeah, that, yes. See that? Oh, look at that. When you catch that at the right light, those clear with that diamond dust, that does it. That takes it to a whole new level. Pretty, pretty, pretty. All right. So, what y'all think? Y'all like it? I think it turned out really pretty. And remember, like I said, you could definitely not paint that back part pink and you wouldn't have quite as much pink. But to me, that painting that back pink with the white just is one more level of, gives one more level of that depth. All right.
They asked about Stormy.
Oh my gosh, y'all. So I took Stormy and Jules to our vet for them just to keep them while we were gone. That way, just being that they're so young, Jules needed to be flushed and all that good stuff anyway. So I just told them to keep her. I knew the storms were supposed to be coming in and it was supposed to be bad weather. So I swear, y'all, she grew so fast. I did a live, so if y'all haven't seen the live I posted today, there's a live where I showed her. And she is full of herself, let me tell you. She was bucking and kicking and sliding and squealing and the whole thing. So she's glad to be home. Haven't let them out in a big place yet, but I'll be doing that this week once the weather kind of clears up. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna tell you honestly, I was exhausted. I wasn't through. I was sure I was gonna be able to get through this live, but I did. Even my runny nose, I'm all stuffed up. I can't hear anything, but it makes me feel so good to be back in front of you guys. I missed y'all, and this is so much fun for us. A couple of announcements. We are doing our website. We're slowly doing some changes. Some of you may have noticed. We are still doing free shipping on all orders over $100. Same day shipping as long as you order before noon. And, not going to tell you yet, but we're going to be doing a tax discount. Not sure what percentage yet.
Huh?
Yeah, we're going to do for the tax season.
Oh.
Yeah, so we're going to do a discount. I'm still working out the logistics, but we will be doing a pretty good discount. So keep in mind, it'll probably start, I think the 28th, we're going to start, whatever that Monday is, 27th or 28th. But we'll be sending out an email. So everybody, you'll get that email and it'll have the coupon code in there. So
if they're not.
Yeah, so if you are not signed up for my newsletter, go to RK3Designs.com, go to the bottom, put your email in, sign up. That way you will know every time we have a discount. Also, join our insiders, RK3 Design Epoxy Insiders. Holy cow, that group is really growing. It's so much fun. We're one big happy family. Great place to post your pieces, whether you're a professional or a very, very novice, there are no dumb questions. I mean, there are some dumb questions, but we're going to answer them anyway. Just kidding. All righty. Is that it, babe? What else? Don't
Glad
know?
to be home, I can tell you that.
Yeah, we are both glad to be home. So thank you guys for supporting us. Thank you for watching us. And until next week, remember, don't be scared. Move forward and be creative. Bye.
Adios.